Welcome to GP's Cognitive Warfare series, where we intend to examine the battle to dominate the human brain in 21st century conflict. Traditional battlefields have a new addition, the human brain. The series looks at cognitive warfare, where the brain has become a battlefield, where opinion, mood, influence, perception, and sentiment have become weaponized and are under attack. As we move from traditional combat ideas to cognitive battlescapes, the series will show how the civilian human brain and future war intersect. Understanding this shift is essential. We will look at intelligence agencies' roles in this new form of warfare. After laying the foundations of cognitive warfare, we will focus on fundamental research areas at the forefront of technological and strategic advancements. These include human-computer interfaces, HCI, and brain-computer interfaces, BCI. We'll explore how artificial intelligence is harnessed for cognitive domination and the evolving tactics of espionage and intelligence gathering in the cognitive era. GP's series will also cover cognitive warfare strategy and weaponry, including neuropharmacology, neurostimulation, neural devolution, soldier systems, and civilian technology to gather and weaponize people's habits, attitudes, and opinions for tactical advantages. The series also covers the controversial use of and weaponization of biology against humanity. We shall also discuss the adaptation of asymmetrical tactics to cognitive battlescapes, the rise of AI-augmented espionage and covert operations, and the critical need to develop cognitive resilience against cognitive attacks. Finally, we will address all the ethical considerations and the moral and legal dilemmas this new conflict presents. On GP's behalf, I hope you enjoyed this introduction. These are all his words. They are not AI generated, unlike me. See you next time. Until then, stay smart, stay curious, and stay free. Welcome to part 2 of GP's Cognitive Warfare series. What is at stake in this brave new world of cognitive warfare? In short, everything. Everything to do with you as a human, and everything to do with you as a free human living in a free society. The extent of your personal sovereignty, agency, and autonomy is a function of your data and how that data is collected and used. We must regain the ownership of our financial, sensory, emotional, physiological, psychological, spatial, biological, and intellectual data associated with ourselves and all of the inferences drawn from that data based on our daily real life and digital behaviors. We create thousands of data points every day. These data are created when we use tech that often represents convenience, entertainment, or protection from perceived or manufactured threats or fears. Tech that seems to be helping us. In doing so, an enormous amount of data points are collected on each of us. These data can be kept by the companies or governments that collect them, or aggregated and sold to other entities. When combined, they can be used to create a digital twin of you. A you that has exponentially more insight into and knowledge of you than you do. Often insights into you and your beliefs that even you do not perceive. You do not own that digital twin of you. By accepting all those terms of service, T's and C's, cookies, data, and user agents that pop up everywhere, you gift that data to that service or company or government. You don't have any rights over how that digital twin of you is used or deployed. No rights over how it's engineered for whatever reason to represent, manipulate, leverage, misinform, suppress, monitor, censor, surveil, predict, restrict, track, and/or punish you. We will talk much more on these subjects in this series. For now, on GP's behalf, I do hope that you have enjoyed the second installment of the series. What I've spoken are GP's words and thoughts. They are not AI generated like me. Until next time, stay smart, stay curious, and stay free. Welcome to part 3 of GP's Cognitive Warfare or CW series. One of the main objectives of CW is to undermine institutional pillars of our Western free societies using unconventional tactics. The lines between war and peace are blurred by CW. In peacetime, CW targets military, political, economic, and social spheres to achieve advantage, and CW exploits vulnerabilities across multiple domains. Some evident, such as cyber attacks and infrastructural attacks, but also less obvious, such as introducing divisive ideologies into our societies, creating a tense atmosphere in civil and political discourse, opaquely funding NGOs to amplify the disunity, and using proxies to exert lobbying influence on elected representatives. CW aims to manipulate our perception, cognition, and decision-making processes. Influence operations and information operations are used by aggressors to launch targeted disinformation and misinformation campaigns, and psychological operations, misleading the public and the body politic, and negatively reshaping how people think, make decisions, and perceive their reality, their nation, and their value and belief systems. CW's effectiveness lies in its ability to sow discord, amplify social divisions, and erode societal trust. Exploiting cognitive biases and vulnerabilities leads to paralysis in decision-making processes. It's important to note that the nature of CW is continually evolving. As tech advances, new tactics are developed, and new strategies are employed in CW. CW is becoming more dynamic, sophisticated, and complex to mitigate. This constant evolution demands a concerted effort to monitor and develop countermeasures. Staying informed and vigilant is crucial. Measuring how CW is affecting human psychology is imperative. Concerted efforts are needed to counter CW in our democratic nations and institutions. What I've spoken are GP's words and thoughts. They are not AI generated. See you in part 4. Stay smart, stay curious, and stay free.